Okay, second one up here. Shouldn't hit record yet. Give me a second. Stand by. Okay. Move this over there. Click this link. Oh, don't play the video. Don't you dare play the fucking video. Don't. Okay. Okay, so, today, White House, what was it, press secretary? Yeah, press secretary Sean Spicer has once again, displayed the hypocrisy that goes on in the GOP and GOP in general. We'll just say it, leave it at that for this time. Where, Tuesday, that would be, day before yesterday, said in a press release or press conference, whatever. I'm reading the article. I'm not sure where he said it. Pretty sure it was it's a press conference. Could not resist stating or citing states' rights on Tuesday when the Trump administration decided to end the Obama administration's federal protection for transgender students. The president has maintained for a long time that this is a states' rights issue and not one for the federal government, he said. All you have to do is look at what the president's view has been for a long time, that this is not something the federal government should be involved in. This is a states' rights issue. And now 2 days later, he has flipped on that. On the subject of legalized marijuana. Where evidently is the feeling of the Trump administration that, I like it when he does this, he brings in opioids. That's their favorite new thing as far as war on drugs. It's like, I think that when you see something like the opioid addiction crisis blossoming in so many states around the country, the last thing that we should doing, seriously, is encouraging people. It's still a federal law, and we need to abide by the terms of when it comes to recreational marijuana and other drugs of that nature. Alright, first off, dipshit, there are no other drugs of that nature. There's marijuana. That's the only one we're talking about legalizing at the moment, despite the fact that we really should be legalizing more of them. But we have federal laws, and those federal laws need to be obeyed. Because we can't have, legal weed and, people all smoking and happy and, cutting into the friggin' alcohol or pharmaceutical industry's profits now, can we? And that's one thing too. Like that is the issue of legal marijuana. Like me personally, I feel that pretty much every drug of wide use should be legalized. Legalize it, tax it, turn not only just saying the money the government could save not having to run like the war on drugs. Not having to pour millions of dollars down the drain every year. Not only could they get rid of that, but now they could make money off the taxes. And everyone wins. You don't have that many people. Like, the vast majority of people who do use drugs, even at the moment now, even with them all being illegal, are not, like, habitual, like, drug addicts, like crackheads that you see in the gutters and all that. It's mostly people who use it and go about their lives, functioning in society the way they're supposed to. So, getting a little sidetracked here, but basically, I feel we really need to just legalize it, the vast majority of them, tax and regulate them, so then people can get them, from a drugstore or from a dispensary or whatever, instead of getting it from some shady drug dealer at a back alley, where they're unregulated and are friggin' cut with rat poison and shit like that. Because if we do that, for one thing, it would make a lot of money. We'd be able to make a lot of money through taxes. We'd be able to just empty out our friggin' prisons, because that is like so many of the people we incarcerate every year are for non-violent drug offenses, and we could just get rid of all that, and we'd save a lot of money with that. We'd make money off taxes. We wouldn't have this wasteful, ridiculous never-ending war on drugs that we spend hundreds of millions of dollars on a year. And on top of that, it would absolutely cripple the drug cartels. Because if there aren't any of the decent drugs left that they can smuggle in and sell illegally, that's why you don't have, that's why people like Al Capone aren't still around these days. Or like the friggin' bootleggers and organized crime that came out of Prohibition. Because once they repealed Prohibition, all those criminal enterprises basically collapsed. It's the same thing with the drugs. They can get marijuana, they can get cocaine, they can get heroin with relative ease in other nations, and they can smuggle it in here and sell it for big bucks. And as long as that's going to happens, the cartels are going to be a problem. If we legalize it, we just get rid of that. But they don't care about that. It's, for what particular reason they want to make sure that marijuana's use is restricted. Who knows? Maybe it's to appease the right-wing conservatives. Maybe it's to appease the pharmaceutical or the alcohol lobbies, who could potentially see a hit to their profits if marijuana was legal. But it just kind of goes to show the absolute, just like the hypocrisy of these people. It's like within 2 days of getting up there and yelling about how whether or not a school should be able to discriminate against a friggin' transgendered kid. Oh, well, that's not something the federal government should be involved in. That's a state issue. But now you have states saying, hey, yeah, we want to be able to legalize marijuana for recreational use, sell it, and get some of the friggin' tax revenue from it. Oh, well, that's federal law. We have federal laws, damn it, and they need to be obeyed. Fuck you. Alright? Pick a fucking choice. Pick a friggin' theme and stick with it, at least for a week. Try that. Why don't you, for 1 week, we'll just stick with the states' rights argument, and then next week, then we will flip-flop back to, oh, well, we have federal laws. What is this? Is this the small government that they want? Is this stopping the government, the federal overreach that they're screaming about with the EPA and Obamacare and actually wanting decently regulated and run public schools? Because when it comes to any of those, it's government overreach and the states need to be in charge. So which is it? Do you want federal laws that are observed? Or do you want the states to be in charge, Sean? Anyway, that concludes this evening's rant. Like, comment, subscribe, so on and so forth. Links in the description. See you next time.